Hi, my name is Kevin Ashley. In this podcast, I'd like to share my new project, MyAIStartups.com, which incidentally is probably the first AI franchise and venture capital business. For 11 years, I worked at Microsoft and then on the AI team at Google. My financial background also includes hedge funds, investment banks, and private equity firms. In the last few years, I launched several AI startups. Some are revenue generated, some are at the go to market phase. Over time, I built this unique portfolio of AI businesses. And the reason I decided to launch my own VC firm is because we have a platform and technology that can also help others to bootstrap AI business instead of launching them from scratch. We'll also invest in your business and help you grow your AI technology, whether you're a medium sized or large size company or team. I decided to launch my own venture capital business to fund and manage the portfolio of my own startups. This video explains why our franchise model is particularly good for AI, and in the following episodes, we'll dive into some of these startups we built, and also that may give you some ideas about how to start with your own startup business in artificial intelligence. Keep watching to learn more about this opportunity. In each episode, I'll share details of how we engage and some showcase examples of our businesses. Like every venture capital fund, we have a portfolio of investments and technology companies. What's truly unique about our venture capital model is number one, we own the core technology that empowers each of these businesses. And number two, we also offer that technology as part of our franchising business, which means that you can join us and start building on our platform instead of going solo. My first goal this year is to bring my startup projects to the level of revenue about 5 million, which roughly evaluates to 10 to 20 million in startup equity. In each episode, you will discover something new about AI startup and venture capital launch experience, ups and downs, frustrations and triumphs. I'll share it all. It's a work in progress, and I'll be sharing my stories along with the uncensored record of what it takes to launch AI startups and venture capital business. Why am I doing this? What's my motivation? Building a large portfolio of AI projects and startups before it became mainstream is really the reason why I'm doing this. In fact, I built what's considered the first autonomous AI agent called Livebook. It was installed at the Computer History Museum in Mountain View, right next to Google campus, inspiring thousands of visitors and creating stories with AI every day. I also built multiple AI projects for sports. I realized that the industry, and particularly large companies, are not great at discovering innovation. I demonstrated, for example, my Livebook AI to Microsoft Word and Designer teams, and the Word team said it was years ahead of them. I worked at hedge funds and investment banks, and I realized that with my large portfolio of AI startups and financial experience, having $10 million dollars probably worth of startups, I can launch my own venture capital fund. I really don't need an external investment apart from the revenue that I'm generating already. And for now, I'm funding only my own startups, reinvesting profits from the revenue. But the goal is to expand and invite more startups and more companies to join the franchising business. Most startups need an external investment. Most of them don't have a product that's ready for the market. A bulk of investors risk is funding a startup development that never finds its customers. In my case, it was very different. I already have products that are ready for customers. In fact, one of my customers is the US Olympic and Paralympic Committee. My AI coaching project supports a large number of Team USA teams and national governing bodies for the sports with artificial intelligence. I also have a portfolio of diverse startup products, and it's a unique situation. So thinking about this, it's no risk free, of course, but I bootstrap most of this startups to the revenue generation phase. So my decision is to launch my own venture capital firm is to manage and invest in these projects. First of all, structure the management of all these companies. Why franchise? My startups are based on the platform that I built that is called AI Blueprint. And I invite you to join this ecosystem and to use this platform to build projects for your customers on that franchising model because um, If you go solo, what happens is you spend a lot of time in building through the building blocks, and that are already built by somebody else. So why do this? Why spend precious time on, for example, building the technology surrounding artificial intelligence, which is actually 90% of what you're going to be doing, with only 10% of perhaps maybe built being your core idea. And that's why I built AI Blueprint. AI Blueprint is literally the model where you take a container application for AI and build on top of that. So that's pretty much the technology. Do I need an external investor? I could take a good external investor that can bring value to my business. But in the first year, my plan is to focus on sales and expanding my franchise and business. I have some fantastic opportunities with sports related companies, for example, NFL. I also have some interesting opportunities in businesses that manage hardware, AI, platforms, financial services, data, and so on and so forth. The diversity of projects that you can build on AI Blueprint is truly amazing. In the next episode, I'll share one of my most successful artificial intelligence projects that's used by multiple people, professional people working with sports, for example, sports and artificial intelligence. This is the project that is also used by Team USA and the U.S. Olympic Committee. It's called AI Coaching. So watch the next episode. We'll talk more about building startups, building projects, investing in AI technology, and hopefully this is useful to you if you're thinking about perhaps investing in your own AI projects, or if you're a company and looking for maybe a bootstrap project that could really bring your AI efforts close to your goals for your specific business.